No idea yet if this is the last video or not. It's kind of too early to say. All I know is, I just went through the entire map of the game, verified what items I need. I'm missing 16 different things. Looking at my totals right now, if you know what the maximums are, you can already tell what those things are. I need 7 regular missiles, 3 super missiles, 2 energy tanks, and then, as seen on this screen, 1 reserve tank, both parts of the suit, and the spring ball. And that's it. So, if this video goes over 40 minutes, it's probably because I'm beating the entire game in this video. So just, like, be aware of that, I guess. Or I could just bumble around a lot. That's also a possibility. Also, I am not going to be uncovering every single part of the map, but, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, if there was only that bottom corner missing, then that was gonna piss me off, but no, it's okay. But yeah, pretty much every item that I'm missing at this point is, locked behind the destruction of one of the bosses. The only one that is not that case, I mean, I guess unless you encounter, like, weird X-ray glitches and stuff like that, which I don't really know how to do. Like, for example, this thing I can't activate because Phantoon is still alive. The only one that isn't like that is the missile down in the Golden Torizo room in Lower Norfair, which, as we apparently determined earlier, you can activate as soon as you have the space jump. So I could go do that one, but I really don't want to go through that area without Various Suit again, so that's probably going to be the last one I unlock. Really no reason to get it now. But yeah, as I mentioned last time, pretty much everything is... all the hard stuff is done in this game. I've done all the stupid bullshit tricks I need to do. At this point, I just need to beat Phantoon and Kraid. Not in the intended order, but beating Kraid first gets you the Various Suit, which does not help me at all in this fight, so it doesn't really matter that I'm doing them in the wrong order. So let's just kind of head over here, get rid of this thing, if it doesn't absorb all my missiles first. And I usually see people fight this boss with a beam combo, so we're going to do that. I've never really seen the plasma one, or I probably have at some point, but I don't remember what it is, so I've got a shit ton of energy. Let's give this thing a shot. So I should just be able to use Charge Beam while highlighting power bombs, and that'll do it, right? Plasma by itself looks weird. Alright. What's your story? Okay. It occurs to me the game might be overly loud. I might need to turn the TV down. Hold on. Sorry. I don't know this dude's pattern. But I'm now dedicated to at least attacking him this way, if not killing. Come on. Okay, there's a hit. Well, I hit him with plasma a few times. Let's go for a different one. We've already seen Wave against Ridley. Let's try Spazer. I think I remember this one, kind of. It's like... yeah. I think this might be the one that people use against this boss. I don't remember. It's something to do with how many phases he takes to defeat. Like, if you do a bunch of damage at once, it, like, actually slows down the fight. You have to, like, time it right. I don't know. I don't pretend to know anything. Okay, there was a good hit. And let's go ahead and use Ice Beam, because I want to see that one, too. Yeah, you are so not meant to have Screw Attack in this fight. It kind of makes dodging the Will-O-Wisps a bit of a joke here. Also, what the fuck is Phantoon? Like, I know it's a ghost thing, but, like, why? What is it? And why is it just randomly at the end of Other M? Actually, why is anything in Other M? Okay, let's just finish this guy off with good old-fashioned beatings and accidental speed up. Can I get through the whole fight without using any missiles? Probably. I think the charge beam is actually more effective against him than missiles, so at least that's what I've heard. Or more accurately, that's what I remember hearing. I might be completely full of crap. So yeah, really not sure what to say about this boss. It's just a weird floating head with a single eye that is also a ghost. And it's just kind of here. Are you dead? Yeah, you're dead. And let's have a Gygus effect. Come on, do your Gygus effect. Whoosh! Alright, that was fun. And I like how I got my power bombs back, or at least most of them. Okay, so now that he's dead, that has turned on the power, because, you know, she cut the power. How can it cut the power? It's a damn shark. Holy crap. But, anyway, we've got a number of random upgrades to pick up in here. The majority of the ones in the game that I'm missing at this point are actually in the wrecked ship here, so... luckily for me, I have a map open on the side, because I don't know where the hell any of this stuff is. Including this one that's... oh, no, it's just in the door. I'm a little bit stupid. See, I thought that door was leading to the hallway above this, and so yeah. Further evidence that I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game most of the time. Well, there's one of the supers. I think we're about to get one of the other ones. After we, destroy some coughings. Wah-woing, wah-woing, wah-woing. I like the noise these robots make, it's weird. What even are these things? They're so ineffective. There we go. Yeah, we get it. Can I do anything with these? I don't know what I could do with them. Let's just see how they react to stuff. So that makes them back up a little bit. Basically the same as just shooting them. What if I use a super? Nothing particularly interesting. Power bombs affect you? Nope. Okay, then I don't really care about you. I just remember in Zero Mission, they're randomly in parts of the, like, space pirate ship at the end, and they just kind of get in your way and waste your time. You can use, missiles to make them move out of your way, and super missiles to make them run out of your way. Alright, this is where I came from, right? Yeah, because there's a E-tank back here that I need to get. And are we still going to have problems getting out of the water? Yes, we are. Luckily, not very much. I like the fact that I'm, like, all the way through the game and have all this stuff, and yet I'm still taking unnecessary large amounts of damage from stupid things. Or I could just not get up. Okay. I like how this is a missile door now. It wasn't before. That's kind of weird. Oh yeah, I forgot. Random floor of spikes. Because I was in here at one point before, not even just talking about earlier in this segment. And the last time I was here I didn't have space jump, and I don't think I had grapple either, so I just kind of had a very sad time in this room. Okay, can we not? Yeah, let's just ignore that. Oh, and now it's just okay? See, I had a feeling it was gonna, like, trigger something if I went into a ball inside its hand there, but no, it's just holding the tank now. It just suddenly existed because Phantoon died. That's really weird. I guess because you weren't meant to get back here this early, but like, or like before getting Gravity Suit. But then why bother having a, like, powered down version of the room even coded? That's really weird. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking with that one. Alright, well we still got another, like, 4 items to get as I jump into spikes. Can we please? Oh my god. I have lost so much health from this one room. Luckily, I don't really care, because I can heal it back easily enough. Alright, let's see now. Stupid frickin' Atmobobs. I don't know what to call those things, I'm just gonna call them Atmobobs. Yeah, you're real funny. So I remember going through this room also without the power on, and the doors were just kind of shut. And in this version of the room, the doors are still shut until you kill everything for some reason, so that is why I'm doing this. There we go. Oh, I remember this room. See, I'm looking at the map and I just see there's a missile in here and I'm expecting there to be, like, just kind of a pancreas. Actually, no, I don't remember this room. I thought I had to, like, drop these into pits specifically to get a speed boost going. Maybe that's somewhere else. Because I definitely can't do that with this. This is so stupid. There we go. Alright, there's still a couple more things in here, but I think I have to leave to actually pick them up, so let's go ahead and do that, I guess. I'm trying to, like, plan ahead what I'm doing here, because... Are the doors still open? Do I have to kill everything again? No, I think I do. Like, obviously, I'm about as far away from a speedrunner as you can get, but, I do want to try to get through this as, like, efficiently as possible. Okay, so... Here's just kind of a section of, like, this room that I've not been able to get into yet. There's a couple items up here. There's also a weird little zoomer fella. Which, okay, I think where I'm standing now is where the little zoomer fella is if I'm inside the tunnel. So in this room, or outdoor area, I guess, you don't really call it a room, there's a pretty fun missile expansion up here. Obviously, the fact that I had space jump made that a lot easier, but not really sure how you're supposed to know that one's there. That one of about 50 in this game that are just indicated in absolutely no way whatsoever. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, now I have to take care to not just randomly fall through the ground here, because I think there's a number of spots where you can do that. Yeah, like right here. I think if you fall down there, you're basically just... Yeah, you have to go all the way through the wrecked ship again to get back. That is not exactly a fun time. Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, I cleared this area out of its usefulness. Did I seriously miss one spot? No, I missed more than that. Okay, in that case, I'm fine with it. If it was only one spot, I'd have to do it. If it's more, then it's like, I don't care now. Normally, I would want to uncover every single spot because it bugs me, but it's not really worth the time. There's the zoomer fella, the one that just kind of follows you around and doesn't really have a point. And I could kill it, because I can shoot through the ceiling. But do I really need to? Not really. Oh no, gotta use that grapple beam. This room is very long, for some reason. Okay. I was worried there for a second that I wasn't going to be able to actually activate this without Various Suit first. Nope. Now we get to, ride on this thing as it just kind of carries us through a bunch of spikes for no real reason. You'd think that, like, three-dimensionally, I would have been able to see that hole down there and get in there without its help. But Samus is stuck to a 2D plane, so I guess that's not going to work out. Anyway, to the left, I believe that is going to be the gravity suit, so I am obviously not getting that yet because that would make too much sense. Let's see what we got over here. Here's the room I was talking about. I think. After we get this thing. Are you a destroyable statue? Yes, sir, you are. Okay. So here's one of those few points of the game where the Shine Spark is actually needed for something. There's not too many of these. At least not that I can remember. Oh, fuck you. It was a jape. I guess I should have probably seen that coming, though. I like how you can see what's inside the item thing. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, that's the last reserve tank. It's, yeah, definitely... Before this playthrough, I never really gave a shit about reserve tanks. And even in this playthrough, I still kind of don't. I wish they were just regular energy tanks that were part of your total and didn't have to be, like, activated separately. I don't really get the point of that. I was about to say that they've been very useful, but no, they haven't. That's been crystal flashes. Alright, here we go. Getting the suits out of order is a little bit strange. That was not as dramatic as I was expecting it to be. Okay. Alright, I think I've cleared out everything in the ship. I already have everything in criteria. So, I think we're about to have another underwater adventure. Because at this point I could just go and fight Kraid. And there's really no reason why I shouldn't. But Maridia is very slightly closer than Kraid is, so I might as well do that first. And I could also go down and get that stupid missile in Norfair, but I still don't have various suits, so like I said, that'll be done last. Because we have to get as far as humanly possible from the end of the game before I have to backtrack to it. Like, I don't think I could be any further away than Lower Norfair. Which I wonder if that was intentional, because usually Lower Norfair would be the last thing you do before the end of the game. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Haven't gone through this area 16 times off-screen, no sir. I don't even remember why I have. I feel like I've gone through this section like a billion times. But yeah, I'm just kind of weird how this is working out. Like, oh wait, there's an energy room over there, let me use that. No reason not to. Oh, apparently I used it while speeding up, didn't even notice. Alright, but yeah, basically all three of the things I need to do are just kind of down in this one area now. Like, within a range of like 3 rooms. We have the entrance to Maridia, the elevator down to Norfair, and the entrance to Kraid's area. So, yeah, let's just do this one first. Look at this. Look, I can move in water. Oh my god. It has been months. I am finally able to do this. So here's another one of the weirdest missiles in the game. At least this one you can actually see. I've shown it on screen many times, but as a reminder, I say, there it is. If you use the X-ray visor, you see that they're speed boost blocks. If you know what a shine spark is, then you can pretty much figure out what you have to do, but it's indicated in a very stupid way. Let's get myself a speed boost here. Getting all these stupid crabs out of the way. Mr. Krabs is one thick bit. I have no idea what a bit is. Stand on the seaweed and go. That's pretty much your indication. Just stand on the seaweed that's brighter than the rest, and then there you go. That's your missile. Alright, off we go to grander ventures. God, this is satisfying being able to just go through this place now without having to spend like 20 minutes freezing enemies and wall jumping off of them. I can just space jump infinitely without the water hindering me. Okay, what the hell is this room? Because I've never been able to get into it, and it obviously wasn't important. Okay. What is this? Is it just a refill room? No, it keeps going. Oh. This is Red Brinstar. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that gate. I just forgot what was on the other end of it. Okay. I guess that's a thing. Random awkward silence because I don't know what else to talk about. Like, since this entire playthrough has just been me narrating what I'm doing and not really giving much else of interest, like, now that it's kind of becoming more simplistic, I'm running out of ideas. Oh, this is fun. And do I just do this? Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I don't know if that was correct. Hold on. Okay. We've got ourselves a mystery, folks. Can't actually see up there to see what's destroyable, so... Can I check from up here? Okay, yeah, there are speed blocks. How did I not go through those? What the hell? What, did I hit a snail? I might have hit the snail and didn't even realize it. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, that sure was what I was supposed to do. So, yeah, I'm only missing one of the missiles now, and there's the last super missile, I think. Yeah, this puts me at 50, right? Okay. So I'm missing one E-tank, one missile, the Varia suit, and a useless upgrade that will basically never be used. So let's go get the useless upgrade. But not before visiting our old friend, this one fucking room down here. Was this the one with the wall jump from hell? Yeah, it is. Hey, look, I can get in there with no trouble now. That's actually kind of sad. I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, no, I do know how I feel about that, hence why I said that's kind of sad. Okay, so apparently I've never been able to get past these like, cascading sand barriers before. I might have been able to at some point, but then, I would have been met with this room where I would have been able to do nothing whatsoever. It doesn't look like there's anything in this room, but there is. And in here we just kind of have some little, booger monators. You know, booger monators. That's what they're called now. I mean, I don't know what they were called before, but it's certainly what they're called now. And, that's about it. So, this has got to be one of the most weirdly hidden items in the entire game. Because it's like, it's not even a random expansion, it's actually like a major part of the suit. So you have to do that. If you don't have space jump, I think you can still make that by, like, doing a perfect jump out of the sand here and then wall jumping up. I think I've done that a number of times before. But, yeah, with no gravity suit, good friggin' luck. Also, it's one of very few things in the game that requires the grapple beam. Possibly the only thing that requires it, actually. I don't know, there might be others, I don't remember. And now we get this stuff. So, if you've never seen this game, or at least never seen this part of the game, this is one of the weirdest rooms in the entire thing, because there's just kind of this weird, unique enemy, and you can kill it, and going into the room for the first time, you'd probably think that you would want to, because you're like, oh, there's a dangerous thing, let me kill it. But no, it needs to be here. And you saw how easily it died to the beam there, but apparently it is immune to power bombs, because you have to power bomb this wall, and then kind of just let it do its thing for a bit. And no amount of force can get through dry sand, except for this thing. Like, you could power bomb it, you could shoot it with your frickin', like, beam that goes through walls and destroys everything in its path. You can shoot super missiles at it. No good. Have to use a digging thing. Like, what is this? Also, it takes like a day, because this tunnel is way, way longer than it needs to be. Like, let's put this impassable barrier here, so you have to make use of the enemy. But just to be double sure, let's make it really, really long. And then kill it, because it took too long to do it. Samus has no mercy. And we did all that. And what do we get out of it? An item that'll get used, like, maybe once. In Zero Mission, this... And actually, yeah, Zero Mission and Fusion, this item was removed and just kind of made part of the high jump, because it's not really worth being its own item. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, it's nice being able to jump as the ball instead of having to, wait for bomb jumps and, like, wait for them to go off and stuff, but it's not really that helpful. I don't know. It's just a weird thing to hide this late in the game. Actually, now that I think about it, Metroid 2 had an entire boss dedicated to it. It was, like, the only boss in the entire game, not counting the very end. What is it with the spring ball? I don't know. But, that should be everything in Maridia, so let's get the hell out of here. Never want to see this place again. Until I inevitably play through this game again in a few years. And forget everything that I learned from this playthrough. Oh, that was going so well. Alright, I mean, I guess Kraid can die. He's just kind of been hanging out in a room for the past, what, like 3 months that I've been playing this game. Not really hurting anybody. Well, we've reached an impasse. I'm certainly not going to go around. Come on. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We should be able to do this. Okay, fine, fuck it. I guess we're going around. I think I just dropped down in the room next to this one. Yeah. Get attacked by Mr. Krabs, who is one thick bit. Okay. This is a good situation to be in. You know what, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Seriously, what the hell's a bit? Okay, well now we're back here again. Like I said, Maridia, Norfair, and Kraid are all within like a stone's throw of each other. So let's kind of just head over here then. And yeah, I have actually been through this area before because there were missiles here. The map is uncovered. It has been a long time though. Here's that door that just still isn't open. Much like the energy tank that fizzled into existence when Phantoon died, that door will be open when Kraid is gone. I kinda don't want to kill Kraid. He's a good guy. He like collects pogs and eats bricks occasionally, and he's a little bit of a perv, but I don't know. Okay, can we... What is this hitbox? Oh my goodness, this hitbox. Oh no. Yeah, I was hoping to like get a weird speed boost going through this room, but our friend miniature Kraid here isn't going to allow that. And he's dead. Okay, so let's see how this works. Oh, well, he's not behind this room yet. This isn't even a sequence-breaking thing. Well, I think it's a little bit of a sequence-breaking thing, but, like, apparently if you shoot the hell out of Kraid while he's rising up, you can glitch out the entire fight. And I've never done it myself, so I'm curious to see if I can get this to work. Come on now. I mean, Lord knows I've got enough ammo for it. Here, just open up. Yeah, that's not gonna work out, is it? Nope, didn't quite work. Okay, let's try that again. How am I supposed to do this? Do I do, like, a few regular missiles and then supers? I'm not gonna worry about getting the trick, but I was just curious. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just fight him the normal way. Normal, as I say, while I'm just kind of space jumping through the arena. And yet, messing up anyway. Oh my god. Remember back in the NES Metroid when he was like the same height as Samus? Those were good times. And there it goes. That is reverse boss order complete. I mean, technically, I considered it complete the moment I killed Dragon, because that was the only hard part after Ridley, but it's official now. All 4 of the bosses have been dead. And now let's get the Various suit way the fuck later than I was supposed to. Look at the color change. Can you believe it? Now let's actually... Let's give this a little bit more circumstance. Disable the gravity suit, because you can just do that for some reason. And now we get to change from that ugly-ass chartreuse color we've been the entire game into orange, which we get to see for a grand total of 2 seconds before I put the gravity suit back on. Okay. Back to normal. I have every item in the game now, except for 1 E-tank and 1 missile, I think. So, yep, time to go do that shit. The E-tank is just on the way. The missile is about as far out of the way as it could be, as I've already mentioned like 3 times. I'm debating if I want to off-screen that one, or if I want to subject you to the, Yeah, you know what? We've had so much pain and misery getting into Lower Norfair up to this point, and, like, just surviving in it in general. I think actually going there normally once and enjoying the simplicity of it is justified this one time. Also, what the hell are these things? Oh, they're dead now. And there's the last D-Tank. So yeah. Like I said, kind of ran out of things to say about, like, 7 segments ago. So my apologies if it's, not the most entertaining video, but it is definitely satisfying to kind of finish stuff up for me. That was a really weirdly worded sentence. Satisfying for me to finish stuff up is what I meant to say. Okay, where's that one room that you can just run through? Down here, right? Hey look, a thing I can't open. I know my way around this game, I promise. Yeah, it's just this one here. I'm trying to think if there's any section of this game that I actually do know. I know most of Brinstar pretty well. That's about all I can say. I like Speedball. Speedball's cool. It is a strange feeling to be able to go through these rooms without having to panic. Also, I don't know where the hell I'm going. Actually, I kind of do. Yeah, I've been through this enough times to remember this now. Except this time I don't have to do horrible wall jump shenanigans to get through that one lava room. God, it is so weird going through this without taking a massive amount of damage. It's I can't imagine being like a professional speedrunner of this game and like getting used to doing the weird shit that you're supposed to do, and then like later on just kind of playing through the game for fun and doing like a normal playthrough. It's got to be like the most jarring experience. Because I already feel that way with Metroid Prime, like getting the items in the regular order, not getting space jump first. Playing it the actual intended way is just weird. Alright, so let's pay a visit to our good friend, the lava-draining statue, which is safeguarding the final item of the game, apparently. Why did this require space jump again? Like, was there really any reason I couldn't have just gotten this one earlier? It's a little bit stupid. I mean, this is how you were supposed to get in here. Like, entering the golden Torizo room from the right is very obviously not intended because you have to glitch past a gate to do it, but I don't know. I don't know why you had to have that item to get here. There it is, and there's the stupid crumbly floor that is going to try its best to prevent me from getting it, but it failed, so that's 100. And we are at almost exactly the 40-minute mark, and at this point, I believe I am ready to get this game over with, so let's head back to Criteria in a process that doesn't really need to be seen, but, I mean, it's the last backtrack of the game, I might as well. Like, I don't really care at this point. I'm trying to think, oh, yeah, actually, now that I remember, there is one other trick in this game that has not been needed for anything that I kind of wanted to show off, and I don't really know how to do it. And that is the space-time beam. I think is what it's usually called. It's a subsidiary of Osiris Foods. Okay, no. By that, I mean it's basically a knockoff of the murder beam, which was that thing I did by equipping the plasma and spacer at the same time. Apparently, in the right location, if you use this beam, it like resets certain aspects of the game and lets you collect items again and get over 100%. I don't... Like, now that I actually have 100%, I could do that, just for, like, the novelty of it. But I'd have to look up how that works, because I think it's a very specific thing that, like, if you do it wrong, it can fuck with your save file. Like, at the very least, it'll crash the game, because that's what the murder beam usually does, but, I think, like, worst case scenario, it can actually cause more harm than that. Luckily for me, I have save states, so I shouldn't have to worry about it either way. But, yeah, I'll have to look up how that works. But first, we have to do the long backtrack. You know what, here's some rooms I haven't explored yet. Let's go through these. Change of scenery, at least. Actually, I think I did go through these in one video, but obviously I reset afterwards, so whatever. Is this the one where you ride on the really slow-moving... Yeah. Don't need to. Got gravity suit. Why does the gravity suit protect you from lava? I don't know, but I'm pretty glad that it does. So let me think. Now that I'm going to be done with this game, I think I've done... Yeah, I've done every 2D Metroid for this channel now. Because I did the NES one as my very first commentated video, as just like the speed playthrough with the password, but then I did a full playthrough of it later. I did Metroid 2 as my first LP, which now has a video that is like unviewable, but oh well. Obviously I did this one. Fusion I finished not too long ago. Zero Mission I did back in like 2010. So yeah, that's all of them. AM2R was in the stream, if that one counts. Certainly done Metroid Prime. So I haven't done Prime 2 or 3, or Hunters or Other M. At some point I might do some of those, probably never gonna do Other M. Like, I wanted to do Prime 2 with the sequence breaking run that Joel was doing, but that proved to be a bit of a bitch, so it didn't kind of work out. I think if I'm going to be doing another one, it'll the next one I do will probably be Hunters, because that's the only other one that's like blind for me at this point. I've not played through all of Other M myself, but I've seen it be beaten. Hunters I don't know much about. Alright, time to go through all of Brinstar. I'm trying to... Yeah, you know, it would be faster for me to go through the doorway here in Red Brinstar that just leads back up to, like, that one that I went through a bunch of times, but for the final backtrack, let's pay one last visit to Green Brinstar, where the game kind of started, and just see how quickly we can blow through it with the frickin' speed booster and space jump and all that. That's always one of the most satisfying parts of the game, I feel, is just you start the game with jack shit. And that was like one of my very first complaints in the first video, was how the initial beam is so crappy. Like, it has no impact. I still don't like the way the missiles feel, but that's another complaint, kind of. But it's like, at this point, just you basically just are an arsenal. Like, the enemies are not even really a nuisance anymore. And then the whole process repeats when Samus decides to pawn off all of her weapons for booze money at the start of the next game. Actually, at least technically the next game... No, never mind. I was going to say the next game canonically is Fusion, where you have actually a good reason for losing your stuff, but no, I was wrong. That's, the next game canonically is Other M. Also, I went the wrong way. Remember when I said actually, you know what? Hold on. If we're going to be doing this 100%, let's at least do it right. Because, there's still the unsettled matter of, a certain mini-boss that has been completely optional throughout this entire playthrough. He's still kind of hanging around here. Let's change that. Oh no, that 4 damage. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I was imagining it, if the other suits gave you a defense boost, but I think that right there is proof. Because there's no way that would have only done 1 damage with the regular suit. So wait, why did I decide to fight this guy again? He's freaking tedious. Could use, like, the freaking murder beam. Because, you know, that would be a good idea. There is one interesting thing about this fight, though, and it's not the fact that it goes quickly when you have super missiles, since you normally get supers from beating this guy. But, no, the interesting thing is the random flicker that occurs. I think I've shown that off with other stuff earlier, but yeah, if you wall jump off of it, it just kind of flickers a bit. Not really sure why. It's just sort of a thing that happens. Alright, Spore Spawn's dead. That's all we had to do. I mean, he would have died anyway when I frickin' blow up the planet at the end, but that's spoilers. You're not supposed to know that. And yet, this wall is still a barricade. Luckily, power bombs make short work, but I don't have to get a freaking digging enemy to go through it. Stupid digging enemy. It reminds me of that boss from Kirby's Adventure. That weird, like, fish mole thing. I don't know what that thing's deal was. I like how the music is, like, being overridden by the elevator noise here. That's pretty good. Alright. So at this point, yeah, I could just go to the right and basically finish this, but I'm going to look up how the space-time beam works and possibly show it off. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing, so let's save state here just so I can warp back when I'm ready. But, we're gonna give this a shot and see what stupid shit happens, because I'm curious. It doesn't sound terribly hard to do either. So apparently it's, the murder beam is what I used before when you, basically activate everything at once. This one you need to activate everything except for the wave beam. And, here, let me make an alt save just so I can kind of dick around with it a bit. I think I want to use it in this room. So let's, start by charging it. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but that's what I did last time. Now we we want to disable wave and do this shit. How does this work again? There we go. Okay, so we disabled the wave, turned everything else on. Oh, that crashed the game. Okay, facing right, crashed the game. Doesn't help that I didn't look at a video. I did read a description. Okay, maybe I don't want to be charging. Let's just fire off a normal shot here. And try this again. Okay, regular shot. Okay. There's some fun stuff. Alright, ooh, that's running very... Oh my god. Okay. Now, I read that this does some interesting effects here, so let's test this out. Jesus Christ. Okay. Nope, nope. Going too fast. Okay, go in the ship. Is this gonna do what I think it's gonna do? Or is it just gonna crash the game? Let's try to speed it up a little bit. Nope, there we go. Okay, we're leaving. Fuck, we're done with this planet. The whole thing's corrupted. Screw it. Get out of here. Nobody needs it. Alright, that's the game. We're done. Don't need to fight Mother Brain. Who cares? Okay, no, let's not actually do that. Alright, that was pretty good. Now let's try this. I'm going to save in the ship. And let's do that again. So turn off wave, turn on spacer, do this. Shoot the beam. And reset the game. Now let's see. Is this gonna do what I think? Oh, no. See, I thought it was supposed to, like, start you at the space colony. I guess there's a different trick for doing that. I'm not gonna bother showing all this stuff off. I guess you can look it up if you're interested. But yeah, it does stupid shit like that, at least. But now that I've shot the beam, did that actually respawn stuff? Let's see. I don't know if I did it right. So let's find out if this boss is back. Because apparently just firing the beam in general is supposed to basically reset the state of everything in the game. Like, make all the bosses respawn, make all the enemies come back. Nah, maybe I didn't do it right. Or maybe I just wasn't supposed to reset like that. So let's do this. So open the door, get on the floor, etc., etc. Wave. Do that. And shoot beam. And let's go. Does it make it run not like ass when I go through a transition? Let's hope so. Okay. Oh, shit. No! No, why is the planet blowing up? Oh, God. No! This was not what I wanted to have happen. Oh, God. What the fuck? Oh, I shot the space-time beam again, didn't I? That's why. Okay, let's not sink through the ground. Can we save the animals? Are they around? Jesus Christ, okay, no, don't shoot the beam. I need to remember I have that equipped. God, why does this do this? This is such a weird effect. Yeah, okay. There's the animals. Okay, gotta save them. Except I don't have the rainbow beam, so I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, no, there they go. Okay. Bye. The acid. Run. Run, you're gonna die. Okay. What else can I try here? I really do want to try to get an extra item. So, let's activate it. Game. Up. Is it an iTunes update? It is. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay. Like, why did I lose my movement? But yeah, let's head up here. This is a room that hopefully won't be exploding. Activate the beam one more time. There we go. And fire. And let's go. Why am I standing on air? What is this? What is this? Why am I floating? Get in the door. No! No, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. I wanted to go into a room that has an upgrade in it and see if I can collect it again. Maybe I should just stand right next to the door this time. Okay, save state again. Okay, plasma, spacer, wave, derp. And go. And leave. Don't sink through the floor. I see you trying to sink through the floor there, and I don't like it. Stop that. No? Can't go through here? Is it not allowed? Why can't I go through that door? That's really weird. Alright, let's try a different one. Not what I meant. Oh, okay, actually that works just fine. Let's try this place. Is this place gonna explode? I shouldn't have to ask that. Bam. And... come on. Go. Why can't I go through doors anymore? What the hell is hitting me? What is this glitch? Okay, at this point, I think I'm kind of done doing this. I was intrigued, but it's fine. Let's just finish the game at this point. Like I said, there'll be other videos that, like, it wouldn't be that interesting for me to collect an extra item anyway. And completely miss up where I'm placing the bomb. We gotta make use of that spring jump somehow, even if it's just for stupid stuff like this. And there we go. Except, okay. I like the Metroid tradition of just kind of only making things open when a bunch of monsters go dead. Especially when one of those is like a high-ranking space pirate official. Like, I'm not sure how something like this gets made in the first place, let alone why you would want to. But whatever. So here's just kind of the area of stomach noises. Oh, and here we're taking damage from lava again. Don't really need to save, but I'll do it anyway. Anyway, not really a whole lot to say about the end of the game here. At least until I get to, like, the one part. You know, that one part. This is, another one of those moments where if you haven't seen anything of this game, then there's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming up, but I've already... Can you get the fuck off? Pardon me. Why is this Metroid... Oh my god. Please. Like, my god. I was about to say, if you haven't played this game, then I've basically already spoiled it for you. through a combination of my outro and the previous section with everything exploding and stuff. But there's still some cool things to be had. Holy shit. Okay, I need to not be doing that. So here's a question I have. For anybody who played either the original Metroid or this one, or even really Metroid 2, when they were, like, relatively new, and if you didn't have a guide, how did you figure out how to kill the Metroids? Because the only way you can kill them is freeze them and then use missiles, and that's not a very complicated method of killing stuff, but it's more than other enemies require. And especially in the NES game, when it's very possible to get to the end of the game and not even have the ice beam, it seems like kind of a bit of a design flaw. Like, I don't know if the manual mentioned it. It might have. Manuals were usually pretty in-depth with that kind of stuff back then, but I don't know. It might have also been something that they didn't want to spoil. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious about that. Are we just ignoring these? Okay. Bye. Here's where shit gets real. This is actually a very effective part of the game. Like, this game is well liked for a reason, and it's not only for the gameplay, although the gameplay is definitely a big part of it, but it also does a very good job of telling a story without any, like, dialogue. Because, there's a lot of disintegrated stuff in here, and you can probably guess what that means. And then this happens. So, yeah, this is a bit of a problem. Beam can't freeze it. Draining health like a motherfucker. Can't get it off. Yeah, okay. Okay, end of game, bye. No way to get rid of this. So there's an extra aspect to this that I never thought of until I, like, read somebody mention it, like, somebody mentioned this a while ago. Again, for the couple of you who haven't played the game and don't know what's going on here, if you haven't already figured it out, this is the Metroid at the beginning of the game that you rescue, and the one that you had follow you at the very end of Metroid 2, basically. Obviously it's attacking you, and then it realizes who you are and it stops, which is kind of just a good moment in general. But, if you think back to the very beginning of the game, you're fighting Ridley, who has the baby Metroid in a tank, and then he only leaves after your health gets low and you start making the low energy noise. And that's when it stops attacking you here, is when it hears the low energy noise and realizes who you are. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's specifically what they were going for, but when I read that, it kind of, like, made a lot of sense, and I thought that was pretty neat. And thank God there's a freaking energy room there, too, jeez. Nope, gotta go through the end boss with only 1 health. Or I guess 401, because I've got reserve tanks. Save station, not gonna use it. And we're about to head into some old territory here. Yep, you should know exactly what this is, if you played the original, and even if you didn't, because this shit was in the intro. Also, apparently you can glitch through these things somehow. I don't really know how. Apparently you just kind of, like, go into the morph ball and squeeze through them. I don't get it. It's weird. Obviously not going to bother trying to do that, because I don't know how it works. There's Mother Brain, just kind of hanging out in a tank, not being overly threatening. This boss fight was, actually very challenging in the original game because your movement was so limited and there was so much stuff firing at once, but here it's fairly tame, so... Gonna end this game on a little bit of a disappointing note. Could have been harder, but oh well. Except, oh wait, you've already seen the actual boss because it's in my goddamn outro. Nobody watches the outro anyway. Okay, it's over. And don't mind the seizure, that's just a part of the experience. Oh no, you're still damaging me. I was gonna teabag you. Okay. So, here's whatever the fuck this thing is. Metroid Brain, that's the name of this boss. Metroid Brain done got a body. God, Metroid Brain's gonna be a thing now, isn't it? So, couple bits of trivia about this boss while I'm going through it. And by trivia, I mean stuff that I don't really know, so I'm going to explain that I don't know it and make random guesses. God, there goes all my super missiles. So yeah, this thing takes a shit ton of damage. Charge beam works against it though, right? Yeah. I believe, if not for just, like, various difficult parts of the game in general, this right here, this attack right here is a reason why, low percents have to get a certain number of energy tanks, because you have to be able to survive that move. You can't dodge it, you have to get hit by it. So I think the minimum is 3. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I'm completely unable to do anything here. I think you can get... Samus, you've been through shit just like this earlier. Like, you got through Ridley. You can get up. Come on. And holy shit. I am very disappointed that I did not grow up with this game and that I didn't play it until a lot later. Because this would have frickin', like, blew my mind as a kid. This is such a frickin' great final boss fight. Okay, we can stand up now. We can stand up now. So apparently Metroids can also give energy, who knew? You want to give that energy a little faster? Or get out? I think I'm good. I'm good. You're getting attacked. Leave. And there it is. You will believe that a game can make you feel sad for a giant killer jellyfish. Like I said, basically best fricking final boss of any game. Like, I like the Gruntilda fight in Banjo-Kazooie for a lot of reasons, like the music, and it just brings back a lot of different skills from the game, and it's just generally done well. More recently, I really like the Flowey fight in Undertale for various reasons, but this fricking battle here with the Metroid that saves you and basically sacrifices itself, it's like, it's so fricking good. Like, my god. And then the fricking Other M ruins everything by deciding that the game can't communicate without dialogue and has to explain everything to you. Screw you, Other M. But yeah. Can't have a Metroid game without an escape sequence. I don't know why that's a thing, it just kind of is. But, for reasons that I don't really claim to understand, in the first game, the only thing that was exploding was Turian, the actual, like, Mother Brain base itself. Here, it's the entire goddamn planet, somehow. So yeah, we gotta get out of here. Luckily, the game does give plenty of time. None of this 1 minute, zero mission hard mode bullshit. Okay, let's get to the door, please. Also, these pirates are not really making much of an effort to escape. Ah, shit. Okay. If you know what, I'm gonna reset here, because I want to do this right. If you do this correctly, it's pretty great. Come on. There we go. The best part is, I think there's a platform that's actually in your way throughout that, and it specifically goes away with the speed boost, so they knew people were going to do that. But yeah, as we saw a sneak preview of earlier, here's where you get your choice to save the animals. I don't know why this is such a, like, AGDQ running gag. It just kind of is. I think the original Save the Animals thing was a result of, like, because speedruns of this game sometimes go off of the in-game clock instead of real time, it's like, if your run is at a certain point, it doesn't take an extra minute to save them, so it's just an extra thing to do. So that's why people would do it. But, I don't know, whatever. But it is important to save the animals for plot-related reasons, because if you watch the Fusion LP, they do come back. And that is the game. Let's trigger this end sequence that we already saw a few seconds of earlier. I like the clouds coming in from the side like that. They did their best. And keep your eye open for the 4 pixels. And here it comes. Whee! There goes the animals. Couple pixels on the side. Where did they get a spaceship? I don't know. Jesus, that's a long clear time. Although not as long as I thought it would be. So yeah, I think we went out on this series on a high note. Let's review, shall we? We had a few segments, I'm gonna say like 3 or 4, where I was just more or less progressing through the game somewhat normally, collecting stuff. Obviously skipped Kraid, but got some stuff early, but that wasn't too big of a deal. Then we got stuck in Maridia. Then we got stuck in Lower Norfair. Then we stayed in Lower Norfair for like a fucking month. Then we got out, then we had to deal with Maridia again, and then we had this video. So I'm still gonna stand by what I said at the beginning of this playthrough, that there are certain aspects of it that annoy me. I don't like how the run button is a dedicated thing. Little stupid stuff like the "you got an item" messages taking too long to go away. Those are pretty minor complaints, though. Well, the run button isn't. I still find this game really awkward to play on a controller. But if you can get over that, then yeah, this is a really freaking good game. I'd have to say the only reason that I like Zero Mission over this one is that it's easier to control. But there's also less stuff you can do. It doesn't have crystal flashes and weird beam combos, and maybe you don't need those. Like, they don't really add much to the game if you're just playing it casually, but they're cool to have, and for runs like this, they're flat out necessary at times, so it's cool that the developers put that stuff in. And I'm being completely genuine about my feelings about, like, that ending there. That is one of the best video game endings I've ever seen, I think. And then Fusion just kind of ripped it off, which is a little bit sad, but the Fusion ending works in its own way. It's just, it's very obviously a rip-off of this one. Oh, there's Yokoi. He is no longer with us, and that is sad. Tear Force. Are they related to Ear Force? God, I forgot about that. Anyway, we don't get a suitless Samus here because it took too long to beat the game, but that's okay. Is that like weird aviator helmet thing going on? And it turns out that I'm 99%. It better freaking not be. I'm pretty sure I got everything. There we go, yeah. Also just going to point out that message there, see you next mission. I have to imagine that was very, like, bittersweet for people who grew up on this game, because this game was 1994. The next game was 2002. That was a pretty long wait before they got a new mission. But, that is Super Metroid. I have basically nothing else to say about this game. And, I guess next week we're starting Pokemon Yellow, which is not going to be as interesting as this one maybe, but I'm looking forward to doing it anyway. Actually, no, that's a complete lie. I'd say it's just as interesting as this one, depending on what you like. But that's about it. Just remember, bears are your friends, and sometimes a cat is fine too.